Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Bruner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Interesting stuff there. George has a question, though. So do I just blow all my fab for Ford? No. Trust me on this one. The thing is, I'm not a Jerome Ford believer. So I'm coming into this from that point of view. And they gave him a big workload in week 1. That's what I'm going back to in terms of why he should have a big role. Last week is just, who's the active guy, and they gave him all the snaps. I don't think he's that good. I really don't. So don't blow all your fab. Obviously, he is the number one waiver wire pickup according to everybody this week, and people are going to overpay for him because the running back position is a wasteland at the current moment. I would rather have Zach Moss, and I understand Zach Moss has a time bomb, right? Has a timer on him because Jonathan Taylor allegedly will be coming back at some point. But I would rather have Zach Moss than him. I'm not convinced Pierre Strong doesn't take a big workload in this offense if the Browns stay put with the players they have. I think Pierre Strong is a better player than Jerome Ford is. And they might sign Kareem Hunt, who already knows the offense. They might sign Leonard Fournette. They might sign Darrell Henderson. They might sign insert another running. They might trade for Cam Akers. I don't think he would go there. I don't think they want him there, but it's possible. So there's a lot of players who could be added to the Browns that are all better than Jerome Ford. I'm not doing it. I'm not going crazy with him. This screams overpay and then getting burnt immediately to me. He's not I don't know. I don't buy it, but certainly going to be talked up by absolutely everybody this week. So I would pay for him. I would put some money out, but don't blow all your fab. You will regret it. I promise you that. I promise you. It's kind of like what I was telling with Luke last week. He's in a guillotine league, so worst team gets cut from the league, and all their players go on waivers. And he asked, should I blow all my money on Jamar Chase? It's like, don't do it. Do not do it. You need that money going forward. I promise you there's going to be better options. It's enticing. It's week 3. Be patient. I promise. And then Jerome Ford. I mean, hey, owned in 9.5% of leagues. People are going to overpay for him. If you are in a league that goes by fab, relax. I just think be a little bit hesitant. I understand you're playing with fire here. 2 weeks in a row, he's got a massive workload, 15 carries first week, 16 carries last week. Without that huge run, though, he wasn't that great. I just don't think he's that good of a player. He plays Tennessee next week. I think the Browns' running attack is going to be shut down as a whole. I think he'll have to do more damage as a receiver next week, which he's capable of doing, which he's better at doing than he is at running. So I'm pumping the brakes on Jerome Ford. I wouldn't go there. I would much rather bid 2% of my budget for Kareem Hunt than 50+% of my budget for Jerome Ford, if that makes sense. That's where my head's at. Not that I think Kareem Hunt is going to for sure go to Cleveland, but I think he for sure goes somewhere at some point, especially with bye weeks starting to come soon. By the way, Jerome Ford and the Browns have a week 5 bye. So he is going to be on your bench getting a 0-1 week pretty soon. Like I said, next week he plays Tennessee. I don't love him in that matchup. Week after that, he plays Baltimore. Kind of iffy. And then week 5 bye. That week 5 bye could be when they sign Kareem Hunt get them up to speed, get them up to game shape and stuff like that. Once teams start to enter that bye week, they're not very healthy. We'll see the Leonard Fournettes, the Kareem Hunts, and players like that get signed. So if you have a roster spot, Kareem Hunt is owned in 6% of leagues right now. Check him out. Trust me.